close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it wears heels. Sometimes it carries the weight of nations and still sings lullabies at night. In a divided world desperate for unity, stood a woman shaped by war, healed by medicine, and called to lead not by ambition, but by responsibility.
She born in 1958 in Brussels, the heart of the European dream. Her Ernst Albrecht, high-ranking European official died at 13. Ursula and her family were targeted by the Red Army faction, forced to change her name, go into hiding.
She didn't break the glass ceiling. She walked through it with grace, purpose, and steel in her voice.
As a tough negotiator and deal maker, what is in front and fair, and what is in front of us.
That's less important.
If we are successful, I think it would be the biggest deal each of us has ever struck. So I'm very much looking forward.
Ever struck by anybody? That's true.
This is not just a biography. It's a blueprint of resolve. This is the story of Ursula von der Leyen. It was 2019. Europe was on edge. Donald Trump threatened a trade war that could devastate EU industry's auto tariffs. Agriculture standoff, diplomatic collapse. And into that storm walked Ursula von der Leyen, calm, precise, strategic.
She's done a great job. And she's highly respected by us also. And we look forward to talking to see if we can do something. We've had a very good relationship over the years, but it's been...
She is first woman to ever serve as Germany's defense minister, faced a crumbling military, outdated infrastructure, and deep-rooted sexism.
She didn't flinch. She didn't confront. She calculated. She negotiated a deal that boosted U.S. soybean and LNG exports while protecting the EU's core industries. No war, no loss, just leadership. Where men once clashed egos, she crafted equilibrium.
In 2019, history turned a quiet page and wrote the name Ursula von der Leyen in bold. For the first time, a woman stood at the helm of the European Commission. Some whispered she was a compromise, a middle ground, a safe choice. They were wrong. She didn't step into a celebration, she walked straight into a storm. Brexit tearing at the seams, a planet on fire, and economies gasping for breath. But where others saw chaos, she saw responsibility. Where others hesitated, she took the reins.
She learned early that danger doesn't always knock. Sometimes it breaks in, and fear doesn't break the strong. It sharpens them.
Then, the world stood still. COVID-19 struck like lightning in a dry forest. Europe stumbled. Fear spread faster than the virus. But in the eye of the storm, she stood steady. Ursula von der Leyen didn't panic. She planned. She united. 27 nations with one voice, one purpose, one lifeline. She secured life-saving vaccines. She built bridges of solidarity between borders that once closed. And then, she launched the boldest recovery plan in EU history. Next Generation EU, 750 billion euros. Not just to survive, but to rebuild stronger than before. Because real leaders don't wait for the storm to pass. They build the future in the middle of it.
She She chose healing before politics, life before legislation. That's what made her human first and powerful second. She didn't pretend to know it all. She dared to fix what others ignored. She didn't ask for peace. She prepared for problems, because that's what leaders do.
When Russia crossed the line in 2022, tanks rolled, cities burned, and millions fled. The world held its breath. But Ursula von der Leyen did not. She led with clarity, with conviction, with courage. She imposed historic sanctions that shook the Kremlin. She delivered military aid to a nation under siege. She opened Europe's doors to millions of refugees. No walls, no politics, just humanity. And then she did what few dared to do. She stood beside Zelensky, not in a meeting room, but in Kyiv, a city under fire. Because true leadership doesn't hide from war. It walks into it for peace.
On tariffs and trade with the United States.
While others blamed, she built. While others paused, she planned.
It delivers stability. What we need is an open dialogue with those that develop and deploy AI. This dialogue happens already in the United States.
In a world wired by dependency, she fought for digital sovereignty. Ursula von der Leyen didn't just govern the present. She prepared Europe for the future. She championed AI regulation to protect what makes us human, empowered tech. Startups to fuel innovation, and defended data privacy like a digital fortress. And more than that, she strengthened Europe's strategic autonomy, militarily, digitally, economically. Because the next war won't just be fought on battlefields. It'll be fought in code, in chips, in choices. And Ursula made sure Europe won't be left behind.
We want peace for Ukraine. But despite
In chaos, she crafted a legacy.
Despite President Zelensky's offer of an unconditional ceasefire, Russia continues to
She wasn't saving the planet for applause. She was saving it for her grandchildren.
She balanced statecraft with bedtime stories, global summits with school runs. While shaping the future of Europe, she never stopped being a mother. She still drives her own electric car. No entourage, no ego. She still speaks softly, but her decisions ripple through parliaments, economies, and generations. Because true power doesn't roar. It resonates, with grace, with grit, and with purpose.
When war tested Europe's spine, she proved it hadn't broken. It had just never been tested like this before. She wasn't defending old Europe, she was designing the new one. She didn't raise her voice. She raised her impact. She showed us you don't need to choose between compassion and command. You can lead with both. In every century, history selects one woman to remind the world that dignity is not weakness, that kindness is not silence, that motherhood is not a pause in power, it is its proof. That woman for this century is Ursula von der Leyen, a healer, a mother, a strategist, a builder of peace, forged in fire. She didn't come to be admired, she came to serve. And in doing so, she gave Europe something rare, a leader with steel in her soul and silk in her strength.
While others chose between career and family, Ursula von der Leyen chose both and mastered the balance. A mother of 7, a doctor, and a political force, she didn't sacrifice one role for the other. She carried them all with quiet strength and unwavering purpose. She made decisions for nations, then packed school lunches. She signed defense reforms, then helped with homework. To the world, she was a leader. At home, she was simply mom. In a world that tells women to choose, she rewrote the rules. Because Ursula von der Leyen didn't just lead Europe, she proved that you can raise a family and raise a continent.